to episode 20 of Commuting with Kevin. So I apologize, it's been several days since my last episode, and I don't have any really good excuses other than life has been very, very hectic. Truth be told, I actually did film an episode, or tried to film an episode last week, and just couldn't coherently put together a sentence about what I wanted to talk about. I was pretty much a crazy, anxious ball of emotions, and it was hard for me to get a coherent sentence out. And I was that way because of some life events that were happening last week. And you may not know this, but I am a man of a certain age that has a child who is graduating from high school. So my daughter, my oldest, my firstborn, graduated from high school last Sunday night. We're very proud of her. She's a National Honor Society member. She played basketball for 4 years. She's held a job basically since the day after she turned 16. And is just an all-around really good person, and we're very proud of her. She's going to be following in the footsteps of her father, her mother, her stepmother, her grandfather, her great-grandfather, uncles, great-uncles, and cousins, and becoming a Purdue Boilermaker in the fall. So we're very proud of her. So with that said, I have a few lessons for her, a few things I want to teach her as she embarks on this journey. And I'm going to be speaking to her, but you can certainly listen to this, and it could be applicable to college graduates or your children or you, perhaps. So the first thing is as you go on this new adventure, it's really important that you surround yourself with people that make you better. I've always loved the phrase that I never learned anything from somebody that always agreed with me. Surround yourself with people that are going to teach you things and make you a better person. If you find that you're around somebody that makes you uncomfortable or makes you upset or is constantly negative, that's not the type of person you want to be around, and they're not going to make you a better person. So you want to try and surround yourself with people that are going to make you better and teach you things. When you get to Purdue, you're going to meet people from all walks of life that have different worldviews and different things that they believe than you, and that's not always a bad thing. It's a good thing to be able to learn from those people because it's going to make you better. So the second thing is in this day and age of Facebook and Twitter and tweeting and snapping and all these crazy things, it's become easier to text your friends and text family members and snap your friends and tweet back and forth. And I never want you to let that replace a time that you can sit down and have a cup of coffee with a friend for an hour or a half hour or 2 hours. That time that you get to sit face to face with somebody will fill your soul. And I think it's going away in our society, and I myself want to make sure that I don't lose that time with friends. I do it when I golf. It's just I don't really care about the golf. I do enjoy it, but I really enjoy being around people that fill my soul and that I can laugh with. So don't let those things take the place of meeting with people, because it will fill your soul. And finally, I think that a lot of people get out of college or get out of high school, or even people these days, they have this idea that they want to change the world. And I believe that can be somewhat overwhelming and futile. And I too want the world to change, don't get me wrong, but try and look at it from a smaller scope. I like to look at it as try and change someone's world. Just like you changed mine. You changed my world, and now I spend every day trying to change other people's worlds. My entire job involves finding people a job, and it helps to change their world. And so, don't get caught up in I want to change the entire world. One act of kindness for somebody can change their morning. An act of kindness for somebody could change their day. And doing something even bigger can change their world. And if you do that, and then they turn around and do that for somebody else, maybe we can start to change the world. And that would be my hope. But look at it from a smaller scale and try and figure out, what can I do on a smaller scale to change someone else's world, rather than look at it from the big scale and feel overwhelmed and that things aren't changing. Worry about you. and try and change other people's worlds, and you will be able to then make an effect on the overall world. And I know that you're going to do that, and I'm super excited to see what you're going to be able to do. So I'm very, very proud of you. Looking forward to watching this next adventure unfold. So from I-90, this is Kevin Hicks telling my daughter and the rest of the Boilermaker alums and people going into Purdue next year to boiler up.
For me, Little Miss Magic, what you gonna be? Little Miss Magic, what you gonna be? Little Miss Magic, just can't wait to